ever seen creators talking about making money in their sleep? They'll show you notifications that pop up on their phones a few times a day, sometimes a lot more. Every single time that happens, it means they just made money. This is about the automated system that top creators are using to bring in over $10,000 a month, all while they're sleeping, hanging out with their family, or like this morning, just making a cup of coffee. But for the most of us, life doesn't look like that. Not long ago, my own life was the definition of the soul-crushing daily grind. I was trading every waking hour for a paycheck that barely covered the bills, let alone my dreams. My calendar was my boss, my commute was a thief, and my ambitions were collecting dust, waiting for a someday that was never going to show up. I felt completely and utterly trapped, and I just knew that there had to be a better way. If you've ever felt like that, even for a second, then you need to see this, because what I'm about to show you is the exact system that successful online entrepreneurs are using to get out, and how it's designed to do almost all of the work for them. For years, my life was a predictable, exhausting loop. The alarm blaring at 6 a.m. was the starting gun for a race I could never win. From that second on, it was a mad dash. Rush to get ready, rush through the miserable traffic, just to go and sit in a grey cubicle and pour all my energy into building someone else's dreams. I can still feel that constant low-grade anxiety, that Sunday night dread that starts creeping in around 4 p.m, stealing the last few hours of the weekend. Feeling of looking at the clock at 2 p.m. and your heart just sinks because the day is only halfway over. The sheer frustration of having to ask permission to live your own life, to go to the doctor's appointment, to see your kids' soccer games. I was just a cog in the machine, and I could feel it sanding down the edges of who I was supposed to be. The money, it was fine. It paid the mortgage and it kept the lights on. But that's it. There was never enough left to feel free. Never enough to invest in a real way, to take a spontaneous trip, or buy something I wanted without nervously checking my bank account first. I was trading my most valuable asset, my time, for a life of just getting by. The thing that really started to burn though was seeing what I was losing. I was missing my own life. I was a background character in my own story. My passions were crammed into what energy I had left at 9 p.m. on a Tuesday night. My relationships were strained because I was always tired, always stressed, always thinking about what the next deadline at work was. And my breaking point wasn't some big dramatic explosion. It was quiet. I was sitting at my desk staring at a spreadsheet when my phone buzzed. It was a picture from a friend on a hiking trip. On a random Wednesday, she was standing on a mountain smiling and she was free. And in that moment, looking at her picture back in my fluorescent cubicle, something in me just broke. I wasn't angry at her. I was frustrated with myself for accepting this as my reality. And I decided then and there that I was done. I wasn't going to rage quit my job without a plan. I was going to do something smarter. I was going to find a way to take back control by discovering a system that works for you, not the other way around. And once I made that decision, I went head first into the world of making money online. And let me tell you, it is a jungle out there. The internet is a minefield of self-proclaimed gurus promising you'll get rich overnight with some secret loophole or hyped up software. My first try was Etsy. I spent weeks creating a product. I built a whole Etsy store and I even ran some ads. I never got the thrill of my first sale. Only the monthly payments needed to be paid to Etsy. I quickly realized I hadn't built an income machine. I had just created a new, much more stressful job and extra monthly expenses for myself. It was the exact opposite of freedom. I looked into everything: complex trading strategies, real estate, even writing a novel. It all seemed to either require a mountain of cash I didn't have, or so much hands-on daily work that it defeated the entire purpose. I was getting so discouraged. I'd see people online talking about their passive income, and I felt like I was missing the secret handshake. It all started to feel like a scam. I was close to giving up and just sticking to my 9-to-5 job. But that image of my friend up on the mountain wouldn't leave my head. That freedom was real. I just hadn't found the right vehicle to get there yet. And after all the dead ends, I finally found the model that changed everything. And it wasn't some secret trick. It was a simple, elegant business model that the smartest creators were all using. The idea is this: instead of selling a physical thing that you have to ship, and instead of selling your personal time, you create and sell a digital product. Think about it: an ebook, an online course, a set of design templates, a Notion dashboard, a pack of AI prompts. You build it once and you can sell it 1,000 times, 1,000,000 times with zero extra work. There's no inventory, there's no shipping. The profit margins are incredible. A customer in Japan can buy it at 3 a.m. while you're fast asleep. The system delivers it to them instantly, automatically. That was the first piece of the puzzle. But a great product is worthless if no one sees it, and you don't want to be hustling and selling all day. That's where the second piece clicks into place: the automated sales system. Imagine the perfect salesperson. They work 24/7, they never get tired, never call in sick. They can talk to 1,000 customers at once, building trust and guiding them towards a purchase, all without you lifting a finger. That's what an automated email funnel does. The entire system boils down to a 3-part machine. Part 1. A valuable digital product that solves a painful problem. You create this once, or you can take the shortcut route like I did and purchase a done-for-you business in a box. The product is already created and the website is already set up. You literally just need to plug in and play. Part 2. A simple automated storefront that acts as your cashier 24/7. Part 3. An automated salesperson, your email funnel, that turns curious visitors into happy customers on autopilot. Once this machine is built, your only job is to attract people to the front of it. And as you're about to see, that can take less time than making a morning coffee. Now, this isn't about being lazy, it's about being strategic. It's about front-loading the work to build an asset that pays you back for years. This was the blueprint for freedom that I've been desperately searching for. Alright, so let's get into how this actually works. This is where we go from why to how. This is the exact playbook the pros use. This is the most critical step, and it's where most people go wrong. They create something they think is cool instead of something people are actively searching for. The secret is to solve a specific painful problem for a specific group of people. Don't just write a generic productivity ebook. That's a drop in the ocean. What I found, and what you'll see from the top creators, is that the products that sell best are the specific tools and guides. So instead of a generic ebook, you might create a Notion template for freelance writers to manage clients and invoices. See the difference? It's a tool. It's specific and it solves a real business problem. How do you find these? Listen to what people are complaining about. Go on Reddit, in Facebook groups, in online forums for a topic you care about. What questions pop up again and again and again? What are they stuck on? If you see a dozen people asking how to get better results from Midjourney, that's your sign. You can create a high-value advanced Midjourney prompt pack for character design. People will happily pay for that because it saves them hours of frustration and gets them a tangible result. For example, you might notice tons of people want to start a newsletter, but they are terrified of the tech and they have no clue what to write. So your first product wouldn't be some huge course. It could be a simple 30-page PDF called Newsletter Launchpad, your first 1,000 subscribers in 90 days. Complete with checklists and 30 fill-in-the-blank topic ideas. It's a tool. It's built once in about a week. Once you have your digital product, you need a place to sell it. You do not need a complicated custom website. That is a total waste of time at the start. Use a platform designed for this. A great place to start would be System.io. It's fantastic for beginners because it's absurdly simple. You can create an account, upload your files, write a description, set a price, and have a live sales page in less than 30 minutes. It's amazing. And when someone buys, System.io processes the payment and automatically delivers the product. It handles the boring stuff for you. And if you want to get my affiliate link for System.io, it's linked down in the description below. Go grab it. It's for free. This is the engine of the entire system. This is what makes the income leveraged and automated. Without this, you're stuck manually promoting your product every single day. With this, you have a robot salesperson working for you 24/7. Here's the process. You don't send people directly to your sales page. Instead, you send them to a simple page where you offer something valuable for free in exchange for the email address. That is your lead magnet. Your lead magnet has to be a quick win related to your main product. For a newsletter launchpad guide, a great lead magnet would be a free PDF, like a 5 viral worthy newsletter subject line. It's simple, it's valuable, and it's irresistible to your target audience. The moment someone enters their email, they're automatically dropped into an email sequence, which you handle and create all on System.io. You write a series of emails once, and the software sends them to every new subscriber on a schedule you set. A proven sequence looks something like this. Day 0, deliver the freebie. Here are your 5 subject lines, pure value, no strings attached. Day 1, share a personal story. Talk about the common struggles with starting a newsletter. This builds a connection. Day 2, teach a valuable tip. Show them the best time of day to send an email. This builds authority. Day 4, the soft pitch. Introduce the main product, the newsletter launchpad, and frame it as the total solution to the problem being discussed. Day 6, share a case study or testimonial, proof that it works for others. And day 7, the direct pitch with a little urgency. The special launch price is ending soon. This entire sequence runs without anyone touching it. Someone can find a creator on a Tuesday, get their freebie, and be guided through this value-driven process over a week. Finally buying on Sunday night while the creator is watching a movie. That is the power of automation. I know that setting up an email funnel can feel like the most intimidating part. Figuring out what to say in each email is a huge roadblock for a lot of people. So to help you out, I've put together a free PDF with a proven step-by-step formula and strategy. If you basically want to copy-paste a professional automated salesperson, the link is down below in the description. Or comment the word guide down below and then go and check your social media inbox to get the free access. So the product, the store, and the automated salesperson are all built. The machine is ready. Now you just need to add fuel. That fuel is traffic. This becomes the creator's only real job now. And it's way simpler than you think. The entire traffic strategy boils down to one word: consistency. This isn't about creating Hollywood-level productions. It's about creating simple, helpful content that points people toward the lead magnet. The weapon of choice for many is short-form videos. TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels. A creator might spend about 20 minutes a day creating 2 or 3 simple videos. They're not fancy. One video might be them talking to a camera, sharing a simple tip from the email sequence. Another might be a screen recording showing a cool newsletter trick. And the third might just be text on screen busting a common myth about writing online. And at the end of every single video, the call to action is the same. If you want to learn more, I have a free guide that will help you. Link in the bio. That's it. That link goes straight to the page for the lead magnet. You're not trying to sell the product in the video, you're just getting them to take the first tiny step into your automated world. The beauty of this is the compounding effect. A video made 6 months ago is still out there getting views and sending a trickle of new people into the funnel every single day. The creator is no longer trading time for money. They're creating tiny digital assets that work for them long after they've been made. This is the less time than making coffee part. It's not about one viral hit. It's about consistency, adding small drops of fuel into the system that is built to run on its own. So what does this actually look like in real life? It looks like freedom. Imagine what it's like for a creator when that first sale comes in while they're sleeping. They wake up, they check their phone and see the email. You've made a sale. The feeling is electric. They made money not by punching a clock, but by delivering value to someone on the other side of the world through a system. Even if it's only for $27 for many, it feels like $1 million to some. For successful creators, that first sale becomes a few a week, then a few a day. And as they consistently add fuel to the fire with their content, more and more people pour into the funnel. The system works, and that's when those numbers can climb, with some systems bringing in a few $100s a day and others over $10,000 a month. The income isn't perfectly predictable, but it is consistent and it grows. But the money isn't even the best part. It's what the money buys. Time, freedom, control. The goal is to wake up without an alarm. The goal is a commute that is just a 15-second walk, bed to coffee machine. To build your days around your life, not the other way around. To take a Tuesday off and go hiking. To spend the afternoon with your family without begging for permission. The goal is to be present, relaxed, and building your own dreams. That Sunday night dread, it can be gone, replaced by a genuine excitement for the week ahead. This system doesn't just change your bank account, it can change your entire life. I have to be 100% real with you. This is not a get-rich-quick fantasy. The internet is overflowing with people selling that lie. This system is a front-load the work module. It takes effort to build, but it's designed for the long haul. The biggest pitfall I see is impatience. People get excited. They build half of the system, post 3 pieces of content, and when they don't make 10K in the first month, they quit and they say it doesn't work. But the truth is, it takes time to get the flywheel spinning. You have to be consistent and patient as the first subscribers trickle in. And another trap, picking a niche you couldn't care less about just because you think it's profitable. You have to create content on this topic for a long time. If you hate it, you will burn out. Pick something you're at least genuinely curious about. And finally, kill the perfectionism. Don't spend 6 months designing a logo or trying to write the perfect ebook. A first guide could be a simple PDF made in Canva. The first videos will be awkward. It doesn't matter. Getting your system up and running is infinitely more important than getting it perfect. You can give it a new coat of paint later. Just a few years ago, I was stuck. I felt powerless, trading my life away for a paycheck. Today, I finally understand the blueprint. I know that the path to working when you want, from where you want, on the things you actually care about isn't about finding a shortcut. It's about building a real, sustainable system. That system is simple and it's right there for the taking. Create a valuable digital product that solves a real problem. Set it up on an automated storefront. Build an email funnel to be your 24/7 salesperson. Consistently create simple content to bring people into that funnel. This isn't a secret, it's a blueprint. A blueprint available to anyone willing to put in the initial work to build their own freedom machine. You have knowledge and experience that is uniquely yours, and people out there will gladly pay you for it. You just need the system to deliver it. So my friend, if you got value from this video and you want to go deeper, make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification bell, because I'm breaking all of this down in even more detail in the coming weeks. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. Now go build something.